I want to know, how many of you are loving life under President Trump? And please keep the comments coming, because I love to keep you guys as part of the show and bring you guys in and let your voices be heard. Jester Lee's comment reads, "This big, beautiful bill is just more proof to true patriotic conservatives that the Republican Party is just as responsible for the destruction of our nation as Democrats are. Instead of Republicans using their slim majority to pass legislation that benefits the citizens, protecting our rights and making us freer, they simply see it as their opportunity, their turn, to line their own pockets and benefit themselves. It would seem that only interest of either party is to maintain power with little to no regard for those they were elected to represent. If a man is to fail, the failure should be his own, not forced upon him by those appointed authority over him, as this breeds feelings of discontent, resentment, and rebellion, making him ungovernable, and justifiably so." We've got a sponsor on today's video. Our sponsor is our great partner chapter, providing free Medicare help and free Medicare consultation. It's very simple, and it's very simple to call our partner chapter for your free Medicare help, free Medicare consultation at 270-467-2426, and tell them Kevin sent you. And while you have them on the phone, ask them about your Medicare plan. Ask them if it's the best plan for you, and ask them if there are ways in which you can save money. Or better yet, ask Chapter how to redeem your over-the-counter credits with the Chapter OTC app. The easiest way to redeem your Medicare Advantage OTC benefit and order from home delivered to your door, no out-of-pocket costs. Again, it's simple and it's free. Call our partner chapter 270-467-2426 or visit them by clicking the link down below in the description or in the pinned comment, askchapter.org/Kevin. That's askchapter.org/KEVIN, or just pick up the phone and dial 270-467-2426. Well, here we go, folks. Have a look at your screen. Marjorie Taylor Greene criticized for not reading Trump's big, beautiful bill. As soon as I get this ad out of the way, we can see her sad, smug face here. Republican extremists say she would have voted against tax and spending bill if she knew about AI language. But I guess the question is, how did she not know? I want you guys to take a look at this. Not this. We're going to come back to that just in a moment. And this one is actually pretty wild. I'm going to put that on my other channel. Do you guys know about my other channel? But either way, Gunther Eagleman says, or asks, who put this in the bill? I want a name. And this is part 2, artificial intelligence and information technology modernization. $100,000, $500 million to remain available to modernize and secure federal information technology systems through the development of commercial artificial intelligence, the deployment of automation technologies, and the replacement of antiquated business systems in accordance with subsection B. You guys can see that. I put it on the screen so you can see it. AI has taken over, folks, and if you don't know, you better find out. You better ask somebody, because shit is about to get nutty, freaking wild. Here, watch.
There are no DOGE cuts. Let me repeat this. And this is not USAID. Those are programmatic things. I'm talking about waste fraud. Where's the fraud in Medicaid? Which is where is it? They haven't showed up with any. Has anybody been turned over to DOJ for fraud? The problem with Musk, and I said this from the beginning, he gave false hope to this political class who doesn't want to cut anything. The reason, if the big, beautiful bill's got all these problems, and it has some issues, he drove it because he promised $1 trillion, ladies and gentlemen, $1 trillion that got him off the hook. It's time for everybody to grow up. Run around, show me where it is. The rescission next week is $9 billion, and $2 billion, folks, is PBS and NPR. Give me a break. Didn't need DOGE for that. Been fighting for that one forever. There's $7 billion in there supposedly of, fraud. On a $7 trillion, he committed to the President of the United States $1 trillion.
Now, I don't know if you guys picked up on what Steve Bannon is saying here, or just said here in this clip. But, or Steve Bannon, did I pronounce his name properly? Are you reading between the lines? I know some people get it. I know some people already got it. Some people knew from the start. But I also know that some people, you know, they're a little slow, but they're definitely worth the wait. So if you know what he's talking about, if you hear exactly what he's saying, let me know. And then if you do, then maybe you won't be upset, maybe you won't be mad. But if you find out, which I'll tell you guys here in just a moment, then maybe who are you upset with? Are you upset with Elon Musk? Are you upset with, I don't know, someone by the name of Fishback? Does that ring a bell? Does that name ring a bell? How about James? How about James Fishback? How about this post from February where James Fishback says President Trump and Elon Musk should announce a DOGE dividend, a tax refund check sent to every taxpayer, funded exclusively with a portion of the total savings delivered by DOGE. Or you go back to some of your trusted news sources, perhaps maybe questioning the family that you may consider yourself to be a part of, and the information shared, or better yet, maybe some of the guests that made appearances on the podcast. Because as you see here, even in less than 24 hours, which I know this isn't the news anyone wants to hear, there's still a second chance. Stimulus checks for millions of Americans. Trump's stimulus plan for millions of Americans arrives in the coming days. Trump's stimulus plan, big update for millions of Americans. Well, I think Steve Bannon just provided the biggest update, stating the quietest part out loud, and that is there was no savings. This was Elon Musk gaslighting America, gaslighting Trump, gaslighting, or better yet, Republicans, of trillions of dollars of savings. Well, without the savings, no DOGE, no DOGE dividend, no DOGE dividend, no stimulus check, no money, nada.
How do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it."
Look, the president already knows where Elon Musk stood on this bill. It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it. Yeah.